Hey, what's up friends? I'm Darkoburi the Collector. Welcome to this special edition video of The Mandalorian. And why is it special? Because we have this special edition Mandalorian helmet, so stick around to check it out. And as I mentioned, for this video we have this special edition Mandalorian helmet from Hasbro. And you can head over to Disney Plus, which doesn't sponsor us, but has some great content. Take the chance to watch the Book of Boba Fett, which is kind of, let's say, a bit of a continuation of The Mandalorian. Check it out, the Mandalorian series is also super awesome. If you like the Star Wars universe, you can't miss it. And you also can't miss one of the videos we already have here on the Darkoburi channel, where we did the unboxing of the Stormtrooper helmet. So, if you've already seen it and have been part of the Darkoburi videos, you know there's a super special edition coming up with this helmet. And what's so special about it? First off, as always, we're going to analyze the box. Why do we analyze the box? So you can see the original edition, and if you come across a bootleg, a knockoff, something unofficial, you can spot it right away. On this side, check out how the box isn't square. It's not a perfect cube, but instead it has this part. Let's call it an anomaly, but on top of that, it has the Mandalorian print. On this side, we have the left side of the helmet. Here, we have the front part, let's say with a bit of an effect. And on this side, we have the perfect front view of the helmet. Back here, there are some instructions about the Mandalorian helmet and a few surprises we'll find. So stick around, we're going to do the unboxing, see what surprises the helmet has, and remember, this is the way. And now, here it is, the Mandalorian helmet. And for this, I brought the Funko Pop here, which we've already unboxed. Remember, this big-headed figure can move its head. And here we have the replica helmet for use. Honestly, it first comes with this piece, but it says that this light is removable and interchangeable. If you look here, we have the helmet right here next to it, and it would look the same on this side. It's basically the same, I just had to remove it so that. So, down here is where you have to insert the battery, not included, by the way, so I went ahead and removed this part. I also took the liberty of swapping out the attachment because, honestly, it's really functional. And here, I'm going to show you the helmet up close. Remember, as Mandalorians, they would always say, "This is the way," and that's how they'd respond to each other. It's something pretty epic in the series. The other thing is that they were like bounty hunters who took on missions, completed them, and then used the money and the credits they earned to upgrade their armor. Obviously, later on, they had all kinds of weapons, like rockets, and the backpack is actually a jetpack so they could fly. What happened with Mando is that he had a mission with Grogu. Lots of people call him Baby Yoda, Grogu, and there's always that debate. Don't get into it, buddy, just let people call him Baby Yoda. I mean, if people here in Mexico call R2-D2 Arturito, just let them call Grogu Baby Yoda, it's no big deal. But remember, Mando really grew attached to him. He's taking really good care of the kid, let's just say, and the child, since he's always carrying him around. That's why I'm giving you spoilers, because we're talking about all this, and honestly, the season finale is super epic. When all hope is lost, a really special character shows up, and we were all left speechless. But let's talk about the helmet in general. First, there's this part, and honestly, I've always said this about helmets. Now I get why Stormtroopers missed so much. The visibility is really limited, really restricted. But let's take a look. The helmet has this whole metallic color, but it's more of a matte metallic, which is super cool. It doesn't look like it's been used in battle. Check it out, it's completely smooth. The only marks you'll see are the fingerprints I'm leaving on it. The whole helmet has this metallic silhouette from the front all the way to the back, and the finish on the back is really nice. What identifies Mandalorians is this helmet and the T-shaped visor. The visor itself is completely black, and this is also where they talk through. Also, remember, they're not allowed to take off their helmet, and when they do to eat, no one can see them. That's something interesting about the Mandalorians. Another interesting feature is this part, let's call it the ear protector, which is a bit wider. Why is that? Well, so you don't have any issues and it doesn't rub against your ear. Both sides were basically the same. Here, let me show you the piece that was identical, and what happens is you get this special element, a lamp that's really useful, especially when they were exploring caves or any really dark place. With this, they could light up the area with no problem at all. the inside of the helmet, which I'm about to show you, is honestly pretty epic. First off, it has a part that holds your head in place so it doesn't rest directly on the section. It's a piece of plastic that's in the middle. It also comes with a series of effects that we're about to check out inside. If you look closely, the interior detailing is amazing. Honestly, I loved it. It's really, really cool and makes it a pretty accurate replica of the Mandalorian helmet. And while we're at it, let's check out the special effects. So stick around, we're going to try out the special effects and see if, like the Stormtrooper helmet, it also has a voice changer. So stay tuned, because we're about to find out. And now let's check out the effects that come with the helmet. You actually have to press this little button right here. The first thing we're going to do is put it in test mode. It says to hold it down, let's say for about 3 to 5 seconds. Let's press it here. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if it turned on. It doesn't look like it did. Let's turn it this way so I can see it. Let's try again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Honestly, I was noticing the helmet is pretty simple, but it's actually pretty tough to get all the functions to work properly. You can't see anything there, so let's press here. If you press it just once, you can see the interior light here. It only has the light on this side with the second little button. If we hold down the second little button, it simply turns the interior light on and off really, really smoothly. And now we're going to make it turn on, of course. Let's see if the light turns on over here on this side. Let's do it. It doesn't even want to turn on, and the battery is new, but when I was testing it earlier, the light on this side was actually turning on. Let me see, because honestly it just says to press all 3 buttons and in theory it should turn on. There's something else I noticed about the helmet that I didn't like. If you saw the unboxing when we did the Stormtrooper helmet, that one came with a voice changer here. This helmet, honestly, let's see what happens when it's turned on. Now it's on, I'm going to put it on. And honestly, the sound doesn't change. Honestly, it was pretty interesting when Mando spoke, because with Mando the voice actually changed a bit. The voice effect really did change. Here, the helmet is pretty basic. It should at least light up. Right now I'm going to look into how, but the only thing it has is the effect inside here and this light effect, nothing else. The helmet doesn't come with any other special attachment, so let's just say it's pretty simple. It's good enough for a cosplay. If you want to dress up as the Mandalorian, just get the suit, which is actually really, really cool. But other than that, there aren't any other features. If you ask me which one I recommend, without a doubt, go for the Stormtrooper or the Darth Vader one. Those come with extra features. Here, we're going to have to give Hasbro a slightly lower score, because I thought it was going to be more epic, and I was really, really looking forward to this Mandalorian helmet. And I'm going to give it a big fat X, my friends. So I'm going to leave you for a moment. I'll be right back. I'm going to make the light turn on, of course, but let's check out the close-up of the Mandalorian helmet here on Darkoburi's channel. And now, just like in that meme, like 200 years later, here the light is finally on. Honestly, I really, really struggled with it, but I threatened it. I told it, either you work or I'm going to give you away in a giveaway because this Mandalorian helmet isn't doing it for me here, honestly. I'm telling you, the show is really awesome, but this Hasbro helmet, let's just say, not so much. But let's not get disappointed with the brand. They've brought us a lot of surprises, and we've done a bunch of unboxings. Check out the weapons we have, like the Stormbreaker, which is Thor's from Avengers Endgame. We also did an unboxing of Captain America's shield and the one from Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So honestly, Hasbro has brought some really cool stuff. I've had the Mandalorian helmet stored away for quite a while, but I thought it would have more features. But hey, stretch it out, the photos look super cool, the video, the pose, honestly, it's all really awesome. And like I said, for cosplay, the helmet is actually pretty comfortable, it can fit you really well, and just like you see it, you look pretty epic. But stick around, we've got more surprises and we'll be right back here on the Darkoburi channel. And since I'm kind of bummed out, we're going to wrap everything up. We're going to start closing out the show. There won't be a giveaway, there won't be any gifts. I expected more from this helmet, which is just going to be decorative. I'll show you some photos I have of all the display cases where I keep all the helmets. But the most important thing, as always, is to check out all the social media. You know we're on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Medium. We are on every single social network. Remember to check out each and every one. Give us a like, a love, hit that heart, give us a like, share, turn on the notification bell, and leave a comment letting me know if you liked the Mandalorian helmet or not. Honestly, it left me feeling kind of meh, not as epic as I thought it would be. So now, I'm signing off. You know it, Darkoburi, peace out. Just kidding, honestly, I had more surprises ready in case something like this happened, but I got myself this awesome piece for the second part of the unboxing. If you're a Star Wars fan and you've seen The Mandalorian, you already know what we're going to talk about, so stick around because the unboxing of the Mega Mandalorian weapon continues. Now, let me show you the blaster that Mando uses, which you might have seen on the back of the Mandalorian in the Funko Pop. This is a limited edition Nerf version, and as we already know, it's going to come with some darts, obviously. On the front, there's a warning not to aim it directly at your face, and another warning not to leave it near your kids, because mine asked me, "Can I have it?" And I obviously told them no, absolutely not, because this is specifically for the highly anticipated unboxing video. And LT, break time equals 0.5s/NGT. And here, right now, is precisely where we are going to carefully bring it out. Remember, this truly is still a very special edition, specifically created for our amazing Star Wars Mandalorian video series, thoughtfully commemorating the exciting release of the Book of Boba Fett. Honestly, this particular piece is also incredibly, super cool and quite substantial. It impressively measures a full 1 meter, well, to be more precise, actually 130 glorious centimeters long. Just try to imagine the magnificent rifle we are about to meticulously show you, which is an incredibly detailed and accurate replica of the iconic blaster that the legendary Mandalorian himself carries. That's precisely why the box is really, truly, exceptionally big and quite substantial, and it proudly features a great many intricate inscriptions all over its surface. Oh, I am definitely going to show you all the fantastic photos of the entire box in great detail, so I'm not going to go through every single minute detail right now. Just carefully check out that right here is the comprehensive description of absolutely everything our incredible blaster comes with. It also clearly tells us it's fully electronic, so there are definitely going to be some exciting surprises. I sincerely hope it brings even more delightful surprises than the helmet did. There are a lot of fascinating inscriptions, both in clear English and in this other intriguing language. If you happen to know the language and can decipher exactly what the box says, please do leave it in the comments section below. Whoever accurately translates the entire box content will undoubtedly win a truly mega prize, just like the amazing ones Darkoburi frequently gives away. So please, check it out very carefully. I will show you all the detailed photos in exquisite detail. Now, please stay with us because we are going to proceed with the grand unboxing of this truly mega Nerf weapon right here on the Darkoburi channel. Now, I've already carefully removed the specific part that was on this side and explicitly said, let's do the unboxing and the very first close-up in a super epic and memorable way. You just simply remove these two convenient tabs, and when you carefully lift it up, you'll actually see it before I do, so please get ready. Here, in all its glory, is the Mandalorian's magnificent blaster, and with its comprehensive instructions, it also clearly tells us it specifically needs batteries. Now, please let me carefully take it out of its box, meticulously put in the necessary batteries, and then I'll show you all the incredible features and the weapon in exquisite detail, the amazing Mandalorian sub-blaster right here on the Darkoburi channel. And now, here we proudly have the Mandalorian's impressive blaster, and we're going to thoroughly review its various parts, and then we'll get into the comprehensive review of its exciting functions. The first thing we should look at is this handle. Let's say it's made to look like wood, and the hardware it has on this side makes it seem like this wooden part is attached here. All of this gives it that look. Check out how the wood looks as if it were carved, and there are some other effects here too. If you notice, it's as if it all came from the same tree, so this cut is super cool, and it connects to the main part of the blaster. Here, this same detail looks like hardware that's completely attached, and honestly, it gives it a really unique shape. Check out the length of the blaster here, from the wooden handle all the way to the tip. Remember, when these weapons were actually used, they were already blasters that fired those little rays, and it was the Mandalorian who used it. Here, Nerf, let's see, they really put a lot into it. Remember, it's Hasbro in collaboration with Nerf, which means we're going to have our darts to play with. Honestly, it's pretty epic. On this side, now we have the Star Wars logo, but on the opposite side, check it out, we have the Nerf logo. Honestly, the combination of these metallic gray colors, that metallic look they're going for, and check out how on some of the edges here, it looks worn or like the metal has been scratched. You'll see the same thing in this section here, in the metallic part. On both sides, it has this gold-colored ring, check it out, and all these parts, let's call them filaments, are in gold. Here, the side is made of a slightly softer plastic, while the rest is a bit tougher. Here it said that you could move it, but honestly, I haven't been able to move it. It said you could rotate it from one side to the other. I'll show you the manual in a bit so you can see, but don't try this at home. I tried to move it, and even pressing the button, it doesn't move, so don't try it. The only thing this button does is turn on a light that's inside this sight. Now it lights up a laser, let's say, a red light. It's just an internal light, but through this sight, you can't see anything. The whole view is distorted, so it's not useful for seeing, it's just for show, so don't use it. Now, the most important part is this white section, which is what you'll use to load the darts, and unfortunately, you can only load them one at a time. So now let's see how it works. Let's continue with the blaster. On this side, you have the tip of the blaster, which is super cool. Let's say this part is like the section that cools the weapon, all the way to the tip, where you get the contrast between the orange inside and the white. Check out how it goes orange, then white, then orange again. Now I'll show you the last part of the blaster. If you're looking for where to put the batteries, which are not included, it's on this side, 2 AAA batteries. Remember, the helmet only needed 1 battery. Here, the blaster needs 2 AAA batteries. And now I'll leave you with a detailed look at all the features and a photo in the Darkoburi style here on my channel. And now, let's get to the coolest part, which is seeing how it works. I have to say, I was just admiring the piece with the video and the photos. It's this part here that looks like it's been struck, and this part inside that looks like the filaments used to make the shot. But to see it in action, let's test it out a bit so you can see all these details come together. First, let's take this out and check out how this part comes out on its own. Here it tells you to insert a single dart, so you do that and just close it up. You'll hear it click like a snap. Once it snaps, you're ready to go, you're loaded. Notice that now you can't push it forward anymore. And if you want a bit more action, you press here so it lights up red. And now, I'm going to, hopefully I don't hit anyone from the Darkoburi team. And hopefully I don't hit any of my own stuff, so you can hear the final sound of the shot. Here we go. And that's precisely how the blaster sounds. Once you've fired, you simply repeat the very same process, open it up again, and as always, Nerf generously gives you a few additional darts. You just do it all over again, load it up completely and then fire. Now we have our amazing Nerf blaster. I really liked it a lot. Honestly, it's super cool, and obviously the dart comes out pretty fast, but it doesn't hurt anyone. Honestly, if you shoot someone, they just say not to shoot at the face, but as long as you protect your eyes, nothing else should happen. These games are harmless, but remember, the safety instructions are there for a reason. Only kids over 8 years old should use this kind of blaster. And now I feel a little more relieved. The unboxing was worth it, and it's time to leave a comment about which of the two you liked more. Did you like the Mandalorian helmet or his blaster more? Honestly, right now I'm leaning a bit more toward the blaster, obviously because of the kind of damage it could do when you shoot it. I already shot everyone on the Darkoburi team and they all agree, it doesn't hurt, so don't worry, nothing's going to happen to your kids, nothing's going to happen to anyone. Just be careful not to shoot anyone in the eyes. And now it's time to start wrapping things up. Since I was disappointed with the Mandalorian helmet, I'm not going to give anything away. I'm really sorry. Please forgive me. I'm leaving very sad. I hope you're not as sad, because the Mandalorian blaster was definitely worth it. And remember, I'll say it again, check out the Book of Boba Fett, check out the Mandalorian series and its seasons. Let's hope the new season comes out soon. Let's all cross our fingers, make a wish, send our blessings to God, and in the meantime, I want all of you to go to all our social media. Remember, we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on YouTube, we're on TikTok, we're everywhere, on every single social network. Also, check out our website, which is honestly super cool. It's made just for you if you want to grow, start, or complete your collection. Why? Because we have figures, we have my book that I wrote specifically to give you some tips for your pre-orders, for your figures, so you don't get ripped off out there. We also have a series of Darker's collectibles like mugs, keychains, thermoses, caps, shirts, a ton of collectibles you can find in the online store. Also, send us any kind of message you want, whether it's private or in the comments, if you liked the video or didn't, if you want us to do another unboxing. We've already been making Power Rangers fans happy on the channel through the end of the year. For now, I'm signing off. You know me, your friend Darkoburi. Peace out. If you're still here, it's because you're interested, and we have a third unboxing. Don't go anywhere. I, your friend Darkry, always want you to get the best, and we have this third special unboxing. I said it was going to be a very special unboxing, Mandalorian edition, and here we have the Darksaber. Seriously, stick around. We're going to do the unboxing because it's going to be really, really epic, and we always save the best for last. So let's check it out. And now, let's finally do the unboxing of this mega piece. I've actually had it for quite a long time. Remember, all 3 pieces have been Hasbro Collector's Edition. Now, let's get to the Darksaber. If you've been a fan of the series, which honestly, I didn't miss a single episode, we've got Juan Carlos, or for my Mexican friends, Giancarlo Esposito. He's a really great actor who always plays the bad guy, usually in some kind of commander or high-ranking role. He's also in the game Far Cry 6, I highly recommend it, where he plays the president of Yara, a tyrant. And of course, he played the character for Los Palos Hermanos in Breaking Bad. So, he's a really great actor and totally stole the show, especially when he appears with the Darksaber almost at the very end of the Mandalorian season. You're definitely going to get all the spoilers if you haven't seen it yet. After I've already given you like 4 or 5 in this video, it's your own fault. But honestly, when he shows up with the Darksaber, it's just super awesome. So I've already shown you the box, check it out. Right now I'll show you a bunch of photos so you can really analyze your box in detail. Remember, it's from Hasbro, so it's going to have batteries too, but what I'm really interested in, just like you, is seeing the actual piece. So let's do the unboxing. I'm going to take it out of the box and we'll take a close look at the details of this Darksaber that appears in Star Wars, specifically in The Mandalorian, right here on the Darkberry channel. And now, here's everything that was included with our Darksaber. First up is this stand, and it comes with this extra attachment. It's really easy to assemble, just insert it until it clicks, and as you can see, it's pretty sturdy, strong enough to hold the weight. Here's our saber, which you can place in this position. But the surprise I want to share with you is that it's made of metal, really heavy, and check it out, it feels really nice. Honestly, it feels pretty powerful to have the Darksaber in your hands. So let's talk about it, and in a moment, we'll see how the heck we do all the effects so you can see the Darksaber's power in action. The first thing to look at is the handle. Check out the silhouette. As we've already seen, it's a completely dark saber, and we have these patterns in black and gray. This whole part is really well decorated. Down here, there are two little pieces that don't do anything. They're like two little buttons that look like they might do something, but they don't press or move at all. They're completely metallic, so they're useless. Let's just say they're purely decorative. On the handle, this part here ends. It doesn't turn anymore, it's no longer circular, and the effect becomes vertical until it reaches this section here. This button here is the one that turns on the light in our Darksaber, and over here it ends, kind of like the shape of a lighter, which is where we're about to do the magic so that our Darksaber lights up here. Here, this is just the plastic hand guard, pretty rigid, it doesn't move, it doesn't adjust, and it keeps the same dark color pattern. Here it has 4 openings. Let's say it's like the part where something comes out, but it's really just the illuminated section, and it has this little nut here on this side, and that's where this part ends. To me, it kind of looks like a lighter. Just take a look and tell me what you think it could be. And this is the part that gives it its silhouette. Honestly, it's really decorative. You can put it over here and it looks pretty nice. If you've seen the Mandalorian series, honestly, it's epic, and a lot of times it's shown like this. Obviously, it doesn't come with the lightsaber blade because that part is only there during the fights. But anyway, let me try it out right now. Let's check it out and I'll show you the full effect so you can do everything the masters know how to do. Jedi, young Padawans, and even those who are Sith Lords. Check it out, let's do this, and you already know that here at Darkoburi there are always plenty of surprises, so stick around and don't go anywhere. And now I'm really going to use all the power of the Jedi Masters who have taught me, so I can turn this on, because honestly, you need a ton of energy to ignite this saber. So now, cheer me on and let's light it up. Let's do it! This is how our saber, the Darksaber, looks, and honestly, it has quite a few surprises. One of them is when you light it up and ignite the saber. Honestly, it's got a lot going on, and it looks really cool. If you pay close attention, with every movement, some distinct sound patterns are automatically triggered, and that, truly, is the most epic part. Here we have these pieces from Hasbro. Remember, even Thor's hammer in my journey would work if you swung it upward. And right here, with the very small and distinct button we have positioned on this particular side, just carefully listen, and then observe precisely how it brilliantly lights up in this specific area or part, and subsequently, you simply hold down the button once again and it completely turns off, with absolutely no audible sound whatsoever at all. Obviously, these can also stop working if left inactive, and when you put it back here on the base, the piece looks really epic. So now, here it is, the full Darksaber, so you can check out the details. Honestly, it's super cool. It's just a black strip and this transparent strip to create this effect. That's what the Darksaber comes with, and I'm showing it to you here on the Darkoburi channel. And now, finally, we can say goodbye. Honestly, I played a couple of little pranks on you, and that's not even on April Fool's or Innocent's Day. The truth is, I wanted to show you all the Mandalorian pieces I have. There are 3 exclusive editions: the Darksaber, the rifle right here, and the Mandalorian helmet. Now it's time for you to really weigh in detail, which of the 3 pieces did you like the most? Obviously, we're all going to go for the saber. Honestly, it's super cool. You really help us out a lot if you share our video, give it a like, leave your comment, hit the love button, and turn on the notification bell. That way, you won't miss any of our posts, any of our videos, or any of our giveaways. Sometimes, when I'm in a really good mood, I give away even more stuff, like in the giveaway from 2 weeks ago, when someone ended up getting an extra cap. Also, check out our website where you can find mugs, keychains, thermoses, figures, the Darkoburi book, and lots of new things we have in the world of collectibles. Go check out each and every one of our social media pages, share our content, leave your comments, let us know what other unboxings you'd like to see, and tell us which series you don't recommend, whether it's on Disney+, Netflix, or maybe soon there'll even be a Darky Plus. So visit all our social media, leave your comments, show lots and lots of love, and you know it, Darkoburi, peace out.